Apple? Why, Apple? Why? Apparently, Apple's changing its subscription model thing to allow, well, let's first talk about a potential scenario, right? You subscribe to a service. Let's say you subscribe to Netflix using your iPhone, right? And the subscription that you sign up to is maybe $4.99 a month, right? $4.99 a month. You know that subscription is $4.99 a month. You come to expect it costing $4.99 a month. They wouldn't possibly change it, would they? On the fly, like they wouldn't all of a sudden charge you $8.99 the next month, and you'd be like, "What? That subscription is $4.99." Well, they are going to be changing it. Apple's going to be allowing developers to change the subscription cost on the fly without your permission. And it's a kind of a big deal, and we're going to get into it. But before we do, smash the like button, hit the subscribe, click the bell icon. Consider clicking join and becoming a member and joining our little awesome family on the Blaze2K channel and supporting everything I do on YouTube. I really appreciate it. So, Apple will let your subscription apps charge you more money without asking. So, like I said, that goes back to maybe, you subscribing to a service at a set cost, right? How crazy would it be if like your subscription is $4.99 a month, and then you get a mysterious charge for like $10 the next month, or $15 the next month, and you find out that the service that you subscribe to has just changed their price on the fly without telling you, without asking you if you want to continue. Apparently, Apple's going to be allowing that to happen now, but under a set, under very specific conditions here. So it's a little bit worrying. I would rather they not go down this route. But they are. So as long as they're following a very specific set of rules. So let's get into it. So this comes courtesy of The Verge. Apple has updated its App Store rules to make it so subscriptions can auto-renew without your explicit permission, even if the developer has raised the monthly or annual price. So can you imagine, like if you buy a yearly subscription for what, like $99 to some sort of service, and they raise it to like $150 to $200 the next year, and you get charged for it, before you have an option to like really know that it's went up in price. That is insane. Before the rule change, users would have to manually opt into a subscription renewal if it came with a price bump. Now that won't necessarily be the case, though you'll still be notified about the price change before it happens. That's good. But most people don't check their emails regularly. Apple says it's making the change to help avoid the situation where users unintentionally lose access to a subscription because they missed an opt-in message. There has actually been a case where that's happened to me. Funnily enough, there's a service that I subscribe to that I rely on actually for certain things. And I had a very specific account on it, and the renewal like cancelled or something, and I lost access to a specific thing that I needed. I won't go into it on stream, but it has happened to me. But this, I don't think that's a good explanation as to why they're trying to do this. I think this is just to get more money, obviously. But yeah, according to Apple's Monday Evening Post, there are specific conditions that developers will have to follow if they want to offer what the company is calling auto-renewable subscription price increase. For starters, it can only be so big. So Apple's rules say that if a developer increases a weekly or monthly subscription price by more than 50%, and that the difference is over $5, it doesn't qualify for an annual subscription. Devs have to raise the price by 50%, but can't raise it more than $50 without requiring an opt-in. So a $100 a year subscription could go up by $50 a year without requiring an opt-in, but not by $51 a year. So there's good that there are some safeguards here. But it's still a little bit annoying. Like, your subscription goes up by $50, without you realizing, without having to opt into it. It's really shady. I could see some sort of lawmakers maybe giving Apple some crap about this. Here are some examples. I like how they sugarcoat it. They're like, oh, we're just doing this for the benefit of our users. We don't want people to be opted out or have their service interrupted because the company decided to raise its price. No, that's just a cop-out excuse. That they want to make more money, and I think this is a way for them to do it. Here are examples of what that could look like. Let's say I have a subscription that's $60 a year. The developers could raise it to $90, $60 plus 50%, and it would auto-renew without me having to opt in. So if I have a monthly subscription that's 15 and the developers want to raise it to $22, in theory I'd have to opt into that. It's less than a 50% increase, but it's over the $5 cap. However, Apple's wording leaves things a little bit unclear. What if there's an app that costs $10 a year and goes up by $60 a year? Apple's rules say verbatim that consent is needed if the price increase is more than 50% of the current price, and the difference in price exceeds approximately $5 United States dollars per period for non-annual subscriptions, or $50 per year for annual subs. Reading that literally, it means that both conditions would have to be true to require an opt-in, but the example scenario seems so ridiculous that it's hard to believe that that's what Apple intends. We've reached out for further clarification on this point, and we'll update if we receive any. The price can only be raised once per year without requiring an opt-in, which should help prevent scammy apps from slowly increasing their price by a buck or two every other month. Apple says the price increases has to be permissible by local law, though that one was probably a given. If any of these conditions aren't met, you'll still have to opt into the price increase. So yeah, like Disney Plus, I could see them, they're going to take advantage of this, and I think this is what Apple were thinking about when they announced this. Companies, streaming services like Disney Plus, like Netflix, like Hulu, you know, they're starting to charge. They're increasing their prices gradually over the months and years. You know, you might start off at $9.99, then 6 months later they're like, we're going to be increasing the price to like $10.99, to account for maybe, you know, making new content, the pandemic, inflation, etc., like that. So big people, you know, big sellers of online services like Disney Plus are probably going to take advantage of this. This whole change in the rules was probably based on Disney Plus. Disney probably lobbied Apple to do this. This screenshot from March shows that near the OK button there's a link that says to learn more or cancel, review your subscription. Apple's post on Monday says that it will also notify users of how to view, manage and cancel subscriptions if preferred, a promise that would seemingly be fulfilled by that link. Apple's definitely making a trade-off here between consumer friendliness and convenience. There's probably a lot of people who will be happy that they won't have to go around and resubscribe to a thing just because the price went up by a buck and they missed an opt-in prompt. Personally though, I like to know where every dollar is going. I do too, and since I always opt for annual subscriptions, it seems like I'll have to be on the lookout for apps that could be going up in price by a hefty, significant sum. So yeah, there we go. Apple are going to be allowing developers to charge you more for subscriptions on the fly without you having to give your permission to do so. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that's an overreach? Do you think that's a bit shady? Because I do. Let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, if you love tech news, gaming news, everything in between, and you want to support me, please like, subscribe, click the bell icon, and maybe consider becoming a member by clicking join down below, or go to blaze2k.com/join. All links in the description. Also, let's be friends. Let's be friends on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, link in the description, or just go to blaze2k.com/Twitter. Follow me, say hi over there, and let me know that you're here. And thank you for being part of this community, because you guys are the heart and soul. Have an amazing day. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Blaze2k signing out. Bye.